All right, so the weather's starting to shift. It's getting colder, it's getting wetter. My feet are starting to feel a bit damp in these because these are filthy. So it's time to do a bit of a reproof. Now my process for proofing boots and cleaning them up is really simple. I don't do anything extravagant, mainly because I don't know anything extravagant. I just know some simple ways that work for me. The other reason too is that I like to keep it simple is because I am a bit of a naturalist. I don't really like using harsh chemical sprays wherever possible. And look, if you've ever gone down to Anaconda or BCF or whatever, and you've seen those waterproofing sprays, just turn them over and have a look at the little hazard signs that are on there. One of them is the exclamation mark, which means acute toxicity. And there's one where you see some dead fish in a dead tree, and that means danger to the environment. Supposedly you can have it out in the bush after it dries. I am not gonna trust it. So for me, natural is best. All I do, I get a wet cloth, preferably cotton, and I'm just gonna wipe this down and just get some of the muck off of that. After that, I just rub in a bit of oil and wax. And for the oil and wax, I don't use anything special. I just use a jar of chili jam. Well, not really, I took it out and I melted up some of my own little mixture there of waxes and oils. So all that is beeswax, beef tallow, and neat's foot oil. I mix that up in a pan, and when I let it cool and put it in here, it becomes a nice little sludge that I can just lather up onto the boot. So all I do with this is I grab a cloth and I rub it into the boot, all over the boot. I pay special attention to the line that connects to the sole, and in the case of these boots, it's got some stitching as well, so I'll do a couple of coats on that. But basically I give it a coat all over it, and then a really thick coat, and then I leave it overnight, and then the next day I just smear off any of the excess, and then I reuse that excess back on the boot for its second dose. Now the ratio for this, if you're wondering, is half beeswax, and then most of the other half is going to be that beef tallow, and then just a little bit of the neat's foot oil. And usually it comes out fairly hard, and then I start adding in a little bit more neat's foot oil until I get the consistency that I want. Now there's lots of different ways to proof your boots, and I'm sure this is far from the best way. This is just the way that I like to do it because I don't want to be around excess chemicals whenever I can help it. Now these boots, for those that are interested, these are the Lems Boulder Boot Grip in the Dakota. Now, if you want to know more about these, I'll put a link in the description for this one, but also, if you want me to, I'll do a review on these because this company is awesome, love what they do, and these are by far the best boots I've ever owned in my whole life. See you around.